Right. So,
A very good morning to all the students and our esteemed guests who are here with us today. Today, this webinar has been specifically designed to help you understand about a very renowned and well-known university, the GSSIP, which students usually know by the name of IP University. So this webinar would be really beneficial as IP University is one of the sought after universities by each and every student of specifically of commerce and humanities background. So today in this webinar, you'll be understanding, you'll get to know about the different courses that are being offered by IP University, and due to the change in the admission procedures, the NEP being coming in what is the admission procedure that would be followed by IP University, and also they would be orienting you about the different scopes that various courses offer you. So you are aware, you'll be aware about the courses, their admission process, as well as the scope and the job process. I hope that you will take the maximum advantage of this webinar, make notes so that you can carry it, you can look and research for your later on. Over to you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
thank you so much, Ashima ma'am, for those kind words. I would like to welcome all the students from IP University and from DME, Delhi Metropolitan Education as well. Our director sir is already here, Professor Dr. Ravi Swami, who is having a PhD from Rajasthan, University of Rajasthan, and he is having 24 years of experience in teaching and administration. So without much ado, I would request sir to please start with his presentation.
Okay, so I'll share my screen. So students, as Ashima ma'am has already given the introduction, the purpose of this webinar is to acquaint you, is to inform you about this university which you are seeing on the screen. So there will be 5 parts of today's presentation. This is the university located in Dwarka. You know it very well. Now, what we are going to discuss today. It's not a long presentation, only 25 minutes. These are the 5 things which we are going to discuss today with you, right? So first we'll tell you what is the university all about, then the courses in which you are interested, the admission process, obviously that is the primary information, then the fee structures and the career scope after these professional courses, right? So let us start with the first part of the presentation. What is IP University? So students, there are 4 types of universities in our country. One is the central university, like JNU, like Delhi University, like Jamia, like Aligarh Muslim University, like Banaras Hindu University. These are the central universities which are funded by the central government. Second category is the state government universities, in which IPU falls. Then third category is the deemed universities, and the fourth category is the private universities. Of course, deemed universities are also, majority of them are private universities. So at the outset, IPU is a university established by the government of Delhi soon after Delhi became a partial state. So it was established in 1998. Then talking about the rankings, yes, ranking is something which is, I'll say, debatable, questionable, sometimes controversial also. So how do we define, how do we say that what is IPU's rank? The best way is that let us not go by the rankings of any magazine or journal, be it India Today or Frontline, nothing like that. we'll straight away come to the rankings given by the government agencies. So NIRF, National Institutional Ranking Framework, is a government agency which does a very genuine and authentic ranking. So let us see what is the ranking of IPU. Okay, so the ranking is 95th, and in all we have around 900, rather 875 universities in our country. So 95th ranking simply means that IPU stands among the top 10 universities in our country. While we talk about other courses in engineering, the rank is still better. And for courses like business management, the rank is 57th, which simply means IPU is among the top 5% universities in our country. Uh, Let us know more about IPU. Uh, the grading given by NAC is A. And then there is something called AIU membership. What is this? Students, it generally happens that you do a course from any university, and when you go for post-graduation in any other university, we find that there is a question mark over your degree, right? So AIU's membership means throughout the world, no one can question your degree, or in a way I am saying that AIU's membership means that the IPU's degree is recognized throughout the world. Say for example, you do B.Tech and you go to MIT, Massachusetts Institute, or California Institute for M.Tech, then your degree is recognized in America as well because of AIU's membership. So obviously IPU has got AIU's membership. Uh, then what is IPU? In fact, IPU is all about its colleges. IPU, like University of Delhi, IPU is also made up of around 95 colleges, and these colleges are located not only in Delhi but also in the neighboring districts of Delhi, what we call NCR, right? So NCR includes districts like Ghaziabad, then Gautam Budh Nagar, then your Faridabad, Gurugram, and Sonipat, right? So IPU has got colleges affiliated not only in Delhi but in NCR, which means the districts adjoining, right? So say for example, there may be a college in Noida, in Greater Noida, in Ghaziabad. This is what, while University of Delhi has got colleges only and only in Delhi. So that's a extended part of university. Then how many courses are there? There are 80 courses, which I am going to discuss today. And number of students, well, it's a huge university with 80,000 students. So that was about IPU. Then coming to the courses part, students, let me tell you that what is IPU known for? IPU is not known for academic courses. It is known for professional courses. And how do we differentiate between a professional course and an academic course? Well, try to understand this difference. An academic course like BA or BSc or BCom will provide you knowledge, and knowledge. While an professional course like BBA or journalism, mass communication, or BBA LLB or BA LLB or B.Tech or hotel management provides you what? It provides you knowledge, number one. Second, how to apply that knowledge. So it provides you skills. And third, it provides you the corporate ready attitude, the attitude which is required for that particular industry. So in conclusion, I can say that a professional course leads to job. It trains you for a specific job, while an academic course does not do so. It is general in nature. Academic course does not train you for any specific job. So IPU is all about professional courses. Uh, Now moving ahead, that's an interesting part. Who are the notable alumni of IPU? Well, this one is, everyone knows about Tapsee Pannu. She did her B.Tech computer science from IPU. Then Gaurav Sharma, if you are a novel reader, then you must have heard about these important books, God of the Salid, Gone Are the Days, best-selling novels. Gaurav Sharma, he did his journalism from IPU. Then Gaurav Gogoi is the deputy leader of Congress in the Lok Sabha. He also did his B.Tech electronics from IPU. Then you must have heard about Guneet Monga. Well, he's a very prominent figure in Bollywood, and she is the one whose production house produced films like Gangs of Wasipur, which I'm sure you must have watched. So she again did her journalism from IPU. That's all about part one. Moving on to the second part, what are the courses available at IPU, right? Uh, Now, as I said, IPU is all about professional courses. So we can divide these professional courses into parts. One, those courses which do not need any kind of background in any specific discipline. We call them stream neutral courses. On the other hand, there are courses which need a particular kind of background. Say, for example, engineering needs your 12th should be with physics, chemistry, and maths, right? So, starting with stream neutral courses, 5-year integrated courses are there in IPU, BA LLB, BB LLB. Then we have journalism and mass comm. Then we have BBA, then we have hotel management and catering technology. So these are the stream neutral courses. You may have done your 12th in humanities, commerce, vocational, bio, maths, anything. You are eligible for these courses. The link is given there, which will be provided to you in the chat box also. You can click this link and reach the information brochure, right? The information brochure will tell you about all the 80 courses. Due to time constraint, I cannot discuss all the 80 courses. I am discussing only the important or the major courses of IPU. So, talking about the stream neutral courses, the integrated courses are becoming popular for two reasons. One, that say for example, you decide for BBLLB. It means you choose your career right after 12th. That's one reason. Second, it saves 1 year, and 1 year in a career is important. So BBA LLB, say for instance, if you do BBA and LLB separately, it will take 3 plus 3, 6 years. But integrated course like BBA LLB takes 5 years. So that's the beauty of integrated courses, that they take 1 year less, and you decide your career right after 12th. So these are the stream neutral courses, your BLLB, BBLLB, BJMC, journalism and mass comm, BBA, and then hotel management and catering technology. Then there are courses which are which need a specific stream. So talking about engineering, yes, you need to have physics, chemistry, maths at your 12th. Similarly, for architecture, you need to have physics, chemistry, maths. Then for biology students, IPU has got Bachelor of Pharmacy and the Bachelor of Nursing, right? Of course, IPU has got MBBS, but I have not discussed it because it is very obvious that MBBS needs a bio background. So this is about the major courses available at IPU. Moving on to the admission process. Well, very simple. IPU is a highly digitized university. So you can click this link, register yourself. Well, the date is coming near. I think only 1 week is left for your registration. So in case you are interested in any IPU course, you have to register yourself before 31st July, and the link is given there. This link will again be provided to you in the chat box by my colleague Navjot and Shalini. Now, there are two kinds of courses at IPU. One, for which IPU conducts its own entrance exam, and second, for which IPU goes by the national level exams. So for engineering, JEE is there. For architecture, NATA is there. For law, CLAT is there. So for these exams, IPU, for B.Tech, architecture, engineering, IPU does not conduct its own exam. It considers the scores of the national level exams like JEE for engineering, CLAT for law, and NATA for architecture. Then there are courses like hotel management, BBA, journalism, etc., for which IPU conducts its own exam, and for that exam you can register through this link. The fee is 1200 rupees. Students, there's an important point to conclude this slide. Due to COVID, a special provision has been made that you can visit the college and you can get on the spot admission. Of course, for that, these conditions, registration is mandatory. But the best way is, if you are interested in any course, you visit any your nearby college, maybe in Noida or Greater Noida, and you can simply get your admission on the spot. This is a special provision due to COVID, right? So we are done with this part. Now, what is this? Oh, so we are talking about Rupya Paisa. Yes, students, it is your parents' hard-earned money. So therefore, I must tell you about the fee structures of IPU. Well, as I said, because it is a government university, therefore the fee structures are not like private universities. The fee structures range between 80,000 to 1,10,000, or maybe say in a course like law, the fee is 80,000 per year only. In engineering, it may be 1,10,000. So the range is this only, right? And then if you take admission in a government university, there cannot be any hidden charges. It is not possible that tomorrow the college says that, okay, you pay for picnic or placement or something like that. That is not possible in a college affiliated with IPU, because they are controlled by the government of Delhi. So that was about the fee structure part. Scholarships, yes, IPU has got very generous scholarships, and these are the categories. If your income is between 2.5 to 6 lakhs, you can apply for merit cum means, and 25% of your tuition fee will be paid by the government of Delhi. Students, I must tell you that you belong to Delhi. Most of you belong to Delhi, and Delhi government is the richest government in our country in terms of per capita income. You must have read in economics that Delhi is the richest government in terms of per capita income, and the students get advantage of that also. Advantage in terms of, see, the scholarships. So this is what, and then there are many more scholarships for economically weaker sections, for the reserved category, and all those categories scholarships are there. As far as reservation is concerned, of course, IPU being a government university, it follows the reservations for OBC, for SC, for ST, for physically handicapped, for ex-servicemen, all the categories, right? Now, we have come to the last part of the presentation, students, talking about the scope of these courses. So while I talk about the scope of law courses, I say that there are 4 paths which can be followed after a law course. First is, you may start your own practice, right? You can become an advocate, you can start your practice. Second is, you can join a law firm. Third is, you can prepare for judiciary. And last but not the least, as we say, is politics. Why I say so? Because I find that politicians throughout the world are lawyers. A majority of them are lawyers. Therefore, politics seems to be an option for law graduates. So for law courses, you can start your own practice, you can join a law firm, you can go for judiciary, or you can join politics. These are the 4 options. Coming to journalism, yes, OTT is a huge platform. Whatever you are watching, Netflix or Amazon Prime or Sony Live or whatever you are watching, it's all coming after being prepared by students of journalism and mass communication. So that defines the scope of this course called BJMC. Coming to BBA, there are 3 fields in which a BBA can get a job: marketing, finance, and HR, right? Then there are the new and upcoming areas, what we call the sectoral areas. So there can be a sector like retail, like pharma, like aviation, so on and so forth. So there are the major areas and then the sectoral areas. Major areas are marketing, finance, and HR, and the sectoral areas are many, many. That is the scope of BBA. Coming to hotel management and catering technology, the areas wherein you can get a job are housekeeping, then front office, then food and beverages. This is what is the scope of BHMCT. Talking about B.Tech, yes, B.Tech is a highly pattern-oriented course. Pattern-oriented means that at point in time we find that branches like civil do well, then we find mechanical, then electrical. But in the present scenario, I think computer science is going to rule the technology area for say at least 30-40 years. Because with the COVID, digitization is all the more needed. And if it is needed, who's going to bring about that digitization? It is the computer science engineers. Talking about architecture, yes, the buildings, what you see, the bridges which you see, the railroads which you see, they are designed by architects. That defines the scope of architecture. Well, pharmacy is again a area wherein governments are going to invest now, because in the post-COVID era, it has become essential to invest in the health sector. Till now, I must say governments were not investing much in the health sector. Uh, the expenses on health sector, if I talk about India, it was around 1.5% of the GDP, which was very, very less. Uh, well, nursing again is an area which should not be considered as a taboo, right? There is a taboo. People say, oh, she's become a nurse. So I can tell you, please don't have that taboo. Nurse, and of course, nurse is a word which is not gender specific. So male and female nurses, they are highly respected. And you can visit Gulf and you can find that everywhere, there are very popular, means Indian nurses are highly respected, well paid, and they are popular also. So that's about the scope of these courses. We are coming to the close of this presentation. This question is coming to your mind, that which course is best for you. My dear students, I'm not going to answer that question, because it is wrong for a counselor to tell that A is good for you or B is bad for you. I don't believe in that, because we find that in any given professional course, in any given avenue, 25% students are very, very successful, 25% are not successful. But the majority, 50%, are successful. So therefore, I cannot be judgmental and being telling you that A course is good or B is bad. This is what happens. In any given course, we find this kind of structure, as this diagram is telling you, that majority of the people, like in the middle of the diagram, we find majority of the people are there. So majority of the people do achieve success. Well, on the right hand side, 25% they fail. Okay, they fail in any given path of life. And the left hand 25%, they are highly successful. So with this kind of diagram, means I think this is the best way to answer which course is best for you, rather than telling A or B or C, right? We have now come to the last slide of the presentation. What is the formula for success? So no one on this earth can tell you the formula for success. The formula lies in these three keywords: knowledge, skills, and attitude. My dear audience, if you have the right set of knowledge, if you have the skills to apply that knowledge, and if you have the corporate ready attitude, success is waiting for you, jobs are waiting for you, corporates are waiting for you. Thank you so much for being a good audience. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for that presentation. So dear students, you can type your questions in the chat box. In fact, I have already started getting few of the questions. So in case you have any questions, you are requested to please type your questions in the chat box. Okay, sir. So the first question I have actually got in between the presentation only. So this question is by Madhav, and he's saying that sir right now had said that you can go to any nearby college for your admission. So do we have to first appear in the entrance exam or not?
Well, you can visit your nearby college and finalize your admission, but then appearing at the entrance exam remains a compulsory condition. But what I'm trying to say is that you visit the nearby college and they are going to guide you. So that will not be a problem. Means appearing in exam should not be a problem for a student. So don't be afraid. And Yes, appearing in that CET or JEE or CLAT or NATA remains a mandatory condition. Other than that, 50% at 12th is also a mandatory condition for all the courses.
Right. So
Which
the next,
obviously I believe with the new system which Principal Ma'am was talking about, um, everyone is going to get above 50%. I'm sure on that.
right, right. So the next question which I'm getting is that what is the kind of support that the school that the institutes are providing as far as internships are concerned?
Well, because the colleges which are located in Delhi have a huge advantage in terms of being located in the hub of manufacturing, in the hub of the services sector. Therefore, providing internship is a very easy task, and all the colleges located in Delhi NCR, they find it very easy to arrange internships. Also, they find it easy to arrange jobs also. So, of course, providing internship is the duty of the college, and they do provide. And beyond that, placements are also provided.
Right, right. Fine, sir. The next question is: are there any COVID-specific scholarships as well?
Well, if someone has lost the earning member in his or her family, Delhi government has already come up with a scheme wherein I believe 100% of the fee will be waived off. But then you have to provide documentary evidence that the person whom you have lost was the earning member of your family, and he or she passed away because of COVID. If you can provide documentary evidence, yes, there are these schemes are already announced, and you need not pay your tuition fee in that case.
Right. Okay, sir. The next question which I'm getting is that are there any student exchange programs which are being provided?
There are various kinds of student exchange programs. One is that, say, 2 years in India, 1 year abroad, like the private universities are doing. Second is like students go abroad for internship and all that. So, as far as the second part is concerned, yes, IPU does go for that. But as far as like 2 years in India, 1 year abroad, such kinds of hybrid programs are concerned, IPU does not go for that because it has been observed that such programs do face problems regarding the recognition of degree later on, because it cannot be in a fragmented fashion. So I believe, say, 2 years in India, 1 year abroad is a marketing gimmick for which IPU says no.
Okay. So the next question which I'm getting is from Meenal. She's asking how to go for courses like CA and CFA.
Okay, CA and CFA. Well, I can tell you that uh, generally students take admission in some course like BBA or some such course which is very closely related to CA or CFA, and simultaneously they go for CA or CFA, because for CA and CFA these are not regular courses. So for CA, ICAI, Institute of Chartered Accountants, is there. You can enroll yourself by appearing in that CA foundation, and parallel to any course like BBA, you can do your CA. This is what everyone does, right? Because CA is a postgraduate qualification. Along with that, you do need a graduation also. Similarly, CFA, Chartered Financial Analyst, well, that is conducted by ICFAI. That again is a degree which generally students pursue parallel to any graduate degree.
Right, sir. Right, another question from Madhavan. He's asking for doing integrated course, BBA, LLB, which entrance exam should we appear for? CLAT or any other entrance exam?
It's CLAT. It's CLAT which is required for pursuing any integrated course in the area of law.
Right. So the next question is.
I believe CLAT was conducted yesterday, no? 23rd.
Yes, 23rd July was the date. Yes, for this session, the exam has already happened. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So the next question is, can I do courses like English honors or psychology honors in IP University?
No, IPU, as I said, is all about professional courses. For those courses, you have to look for some other university. Maybe University of Delhi is there.
Right, right. So,
IPU does not students try to understand this point that the government of Delhi has got two major universities, University of Delhi and IPU. And these two universities do not compete with each other. Rather, they complement each other in the sense that University of Delhi is all about academic courses, like you said, psychology and all that, psychology, sociology, history, political science, while IPU is all about professional courses like BBA, hotel management, engineering, BBA, LLB, etc. So these two universities do not compete, they complement each other.
Okay. Sir, Vanshika is asking, is there any integrated course of BBA and MBA available in IP University?
No, it's not available because that course has got its own issues. Uh, well, BBA and MBA integrated became popular a few years before, but due to some issues which I cannot explain here, uh, now it has become less popular. So the best way is that you do BBA and then you can, in continuation, you can do MBA. But then the only thing is that you have to take admission in MBA separately and independently. So that will not be an issue. Why to go for an integrated course?
Sir, the next question is,
Integrated is not saving 1 year.
right. And I think same goes for integrated program for BCA and MCA also, because Pavani is asking this. That integrated course.
BCA is available for IPU, and yes, Dr. Shalini, as you said, in integrated form, BCMC is not available.
Right, sir.
Available as independent.
Right. Another question which we are getting is, what are the entrance exam that we need to give for the mass communication?
Okay, that's very simple. As I said, you can visit any mass communication college near to your place, and they can guide you. The entrance exam is the CET, which is being conducted by IPU, for which the last date is 31st July. So you have to register yourself by paying 1200, and you can appear at the exam.
Right. So, another question which we are getting is there any minimum cutoff for the IP university? Like
well,
in DU,
that's a very interesting question, because with the percentile kind of setup in competitive exams, there is nothing like cutoff. I'll give you a very say raw example. A student may be having -1 out of 100, still the student may be having a good rank, because due to negative marking, there may be many students who may have scored below -1. So if say I get -1 and Dr. Shalini gets -2, then in that case, say my rank is X and Dr. Shalini's rank is say X plus 1. Or if say I get -1 and Dr. Shalini gets -2, then in that case my rank can be 2001 and her rank can be 2002. So in competitive exams, there are no cutoffs. It's about percentile, which means in relative terms. It's not about percentage in absolute terms. Therefore, you need not worry about your rank, because it is in relative terms. Means if everyone does bad, then your bad score becomes a good score. So it is something like that.
Right. I don't have any other questions in the chat box. Students, do you have? Okay. Meenal, I think we can take the last question. She's asking, please explain the wider scope of journalism and mass communication.
Okay, so journalism and mass communication is best defined by the new thing which has come up, OTT, over the top. So earlier we had theaters and big programs like IFA Awards, but due to COVID, all of them are gone. But then there's a huge scope coming up with OTT, means over the top. So anything what you watch on your mobile is being prepared, is being produced by the people of journalism. So in journalism, you can become a content writer, you can become a news anchor, you can become a cameraman, you can become a photographer, you can become a videographer, you can become an editor, so on and so forth. Like there are so many fields. Someone told me that even in a newsroom, there are 18 different areas. So that defines the wide scope of journalism. And yes, with this OTT platform coming in, the mobile is in your pocket, and with your mobile you can watch anything and everything. So that has made the scope of journalism huge. The scope is now huge.
Right. Sir, I think this question Nishka is asking, some colleges for BBA affiliated with IP University. It's a whole.
I think there are around, there may be around 50 colleges in IPU having BBA. So the best thing is you visit any BBA college near to your place, and you'll get to know about all the details. There are around 50. Say, as I said, IPU has got around 95 colleges. Majority of them has got BBA course. Rather, I must say that BBA in IPU is a very popular course.
Right. Okay. So fine. I think we can conclude our session for today. So students, if you have any questions, I can see still questions coming, but we need to conclude it because of the paucity of time. So if you have still any questions which are there in your mind, I am just typing in few numbers where you can call up, and the admission counselor will directly get in touch with you. She will answer all your queries. So the numbers are 704-266-7516. I'm just typing all the numbers. 704-266-7951. You can please note down these numbers, and you can give a call on these numbers to know more about the courses offered by the IP University. The last number is 9354903250. So you can call up on any of these numbers to get more information about the IP University. So with this, we come to the end of this session. Thank you so much, sir, for that wonderful presentation. Thank you, Ashima ma'am, for giving us a chance, giving us the opportunity to conduct this session in your school. And thank you all the students who have taken out the time on this auspicious day of Guru Purnima and attended this event. May God bless you all. So thank you, all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir. It was really a wonderful session. It was indeed a session very short, crisp, but yes, to the point for our students to understand. It was really a pleasure attending this session with my students. I hope that we will meet soon again with other sessions for our students.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, we will meet again. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir.